Dear friends, today we will be learning how to create a combination chart with total. So if you see here, this chart is showing us the US sales numbers and rest of world sales numbers. It is showing us the percentage mix, and it's also showing total of both the sales. So for the month of January, the total coming is 1090, and the percentage mix of the two are also coming in each and every month. So how do we create this kind of an output? So first let's start. I will delete this icon for now, and let me just increase the size. So to start with, normally we will get the data like this. We have months, then we have US, and then we have rest of world. So again, I will be using random between as a command and put in 100 to 1000, and to copy the same Excel command in the selected region. So I have selected from US from C3 to D9. I have to simply press Control Enter. The key is Control Enter. Once I put the Control Enter in all the selected region, this command is getting copied. So this is a faster way of creating a command. So now I will create a chart. Insert chart, and this is a stack chart. So I will create a stack column chart here. So now you see we have a stack column chart with US and O, but there is no total coming in here. So let me just shift this chart a little bit, make it a bit smaller so you can see how the movement is happening. Now I will create one more column which is called total, and I will total the two. Okay, now the fastest way to add a column is simply copy it. By copy I mean copy the content, go to chart, and simply paste it. So once you paste it, if you see, this one more row has coming, which is nothing but the total. If you see, it is reflecting this column E and E range. So if I do it, so you can see the icon total for the month, and so this total is coming up. Now what we have to do is we need the numbers here. Our aim is to put the total numbers in the chart. So to start with, I will go to add data labels, and I have put in the data labels, which are the total figures. So now by right clicking and formatting data labels, I have to put it inside base. By inside base, it means it will show it at the bottom end of the graph of the block. So it is showing at the bottom end of the block. Now if you see, so this is how it is coming up. The second thing is, now we don't need this total column to appear or to be visible. So I will simply select it, go to format data series, go to options, and I have to put it no fill. So now once I put no fill, this is not visible. And the second thing which we should put is border also should be no fill. So now nothing will be visible, only the total number is getting visible, which is what we need. The second option we wanted was the percentage column to come in here, the percentage between the two. So to do that, I will put in the US percentage and the rest of world percentage here. Let's calculate the percentage, this divided by this. And if I put in the percentage column here, so now what it will, a dollar sign here, it will do is that once I copy paste in all the relevant cells, the column number E will not change, and the rest of the references will change. So if I simply copy it in all the columns, it is showing me. So let me make it. This is how it would have looked like, that this data. Now we will change this data, format this data to make it percentage. And if you see here, because we have freezed E3, the E is not changing, but the rest, everything else is taking the relevant cell reference. So it is D7 to E7. So by putting these dollar signs, we can stop Excel from changing the reference of that specific item. So now we have all this data. Now we have to put this data in this column. So the easiest way is to select the biggest column. It is easier to click on it. Once I click on this block, an icon will appear, and it has selected all the US points. So if you go to design or go to formatting, you can see the series selected is US. You can also select, instead of clicking it in the box, you can go to the format table and you can select the series here also. So now it has selected series row. So we have to first select series US, then we have to do a right click or a control one and add a data label. I am adding a data label here. So now the data label is referencing to my numbers, and we want, instead of numbers, we want this percentage to come up. So the way is, go to format data label, that is by using right click, go to format data table and use value from cells, which means ki I can specify a separate range for those cells. So I will use this range to be reflected here, and once I click OK, you can see both this data is coming, percentage also and the number also. I don't need this number, so I will unclick these numbers, and you can see the percentages have come in. Simultaneously for here also, go to add data labels. Data labels have been added. Again, do the right click, go to format data table, select values from cell, select this range, click OK and remove this value field, and now you can see we have our database ready. Now if you see, a lot of file is getting, a lot of area of the chart is not being used, which is not our intention. So since, if you see in random, we have put in a range of 100 to 1000, here also from 100 to 1000. So if you add 1000 and 1000, it will become 2000, so that the series will not go more than 2000. So I will simply select here and make the maximum series to say 2200 and click enter and make it to 0, or I can make it to 2000. So now if you see, this table is looking much better. Let's change this color to a more lighter shade. Right click, make it bit lighter, and this seems okay. Now I can make these numbers, go to home, maybe we can bold it. Now this is all formattings which can be done as per the need, and then we don't need these grid lines. So we select these grid lines and simply press delete, and this is your chart which is available for you. If you see here, Now if we keep on pressing F9, this chart will keep on changing, and if you see the total column is automatically getting reflected at the top of each and every column. Irrespective of how the numbers flow, the total columns will automatically adjust accordingly. And if there is a total column coming here which is not here, so we just simply first we have to select one. So once I click on here, it is selected the entire legend. Now again we have click total column, this total column is getting selected and delete.
मनमोहन जी नहीं थे, इनका नाम है अभिषेक अग्रवाल। एसी चलाएं सर, गर्मी लग रही है मुझे बहुत सर। सर पैर एसी चलाएं।
चला लीजिए, आपको कौन मना कर पाया है?
क्या आप खाना खा सकते हैं? नहीं खाना
यार मेरे से पूछिए कुछ खाना खाते हैं।
नहीं, मैं तो खा सकता हूँ।
खा सकते हैं?
मुझे तो भूख लगी है।
मुझे नहीं है, मारूंगी तुमको, बदतमीजी करोगे तुम ऐसा फालतू।
अरे आप किसे कह रहे हैं खाना खाने चल रहे हो? बोलो।
हाँ चल रहा है, बोल लगाने के लिए।
चलो।
मैं मना कर रही हूँ खाना खाने से। तुम लोग ऐसे ही मेरे साथ बिहेव करते हो ना, बदतमीज कहीं के। शिकायत कर दूंगी, मनमोहन को बता दूंगी तुम लोगों की बात।
बता दो। ये खाना खाने के लिए मुझसे पूछता रहता हूँ, ये कोई बात है?
हाँ जी।
आपको एनालिसिस तो ऐसा कर लो।
अच्छा हो गई, क्या हो गया?
एनालिसिस में आई एम लर्निंग न्यू थिंग्स।
2 दिन में बहुत कुछ चेंज हो गया।
मतलब
कल और
परसों
अच्छा दोनों नहीं है।
हाँ
संडे में जैसे कोई ट्रेंड बदल गया हो किसी तरह का।
नहीं, मैं अपना
ट्रेंड एनालिसिस कर रहा हूँ।
नहीं, मैं अपना
अच्छा ठीक।
आई कांट वेस्ट टाइम ना, तो मुझे आई द बेस्ट वे इज टू स्टार्ट लर्निंग न्यू थिंग्स।
अब एसी चला देंगे सर?
चला दिए मैंने, इसी चल रहा है, मैंने कम कर दिया था उसको।
ठीक है, मुझसे बोल रहा हूँ खाना खाने के लिए खा लो। और मैं प्रस्थान कर रहा हूँ खाने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ।
ठीक है ठीक। चलिए खाना खाना। अरे यार चार्जिंग से लगाया नहीं मैंने, क्या बेवकूफ़ी कर दिया। शिट यार, इतनी देर से बैठे थे, चार्जिंग लगा देना चाहिए था, चार्जिंग नहीं लगाया।